Let's see the use of relational operators. Relational operators are used to compare two values and give the result as either true or false. So the relational operators are also called as comparison operators. They are used to compare two values or even expressions. So they will evaluate the expression and the final value will be compared. They always return the answer as a Boolean value. So you will get an either as a true or a false as the answer. So when you have two numbers, say 5 equal to 5, equal to is represented by double equal to symbol and not equal to is represented by exclamatory equal to. So if the values are not equal, true will be returned. Here if the values are equal, true will be returned. So the same way comparison like greater than, lesser than, all these things are done, and this is how it works for numbers. Suppose if you're there to compare strings, if you want to compare alphabets, it is done based on the ASCII value, ordinal values. Capital A has the lowest ordinal value, number 65. Small z has the highest ordinal value, 122. So when you compare strings, capital letters have the lowest value, and among all of them, capital A is the lowest, whereas small z is considered as the highest value. So when you compare two strings, the first alphabet is compared with the first alphabet. So capital A is less than small d based on the ordinal value. So this statement becomes true. Now check this. Small r is greater than capital A, B, C, D. Compare r with first alphabet capital A. Capital A is smaller, whereas small r is bigger, so it returns a value true. This is how alphabets, that is strings, are compared using relational operators. So there are 6 relational operators that are used to compare numbers or values or expressions, right? Then comes here one more point to be added. When you compare two values, both should be either numbers or strings. If you want to compare a combination of a number with a string, you can use only equal to or not equal to operator. You cannot compare a string and a number using less than or greater than operators. It will return an error. So number 5 is equal to string 5 becomes false. So you can compare a string with a number. Both are 5, but this is a string, this is a number, so they are not equal. It returns false. And a number and its floating point value both are considered as equal. So 10 equal to 10.0 is true. Whereas string of 10 less than 10 gives an error, because using less than equal to, greater than equal to, you cannot compare two different data types like string and numbers. Right? Next comes logical operators. Logical operators are and or not. Logical operators are used to combine two or more expressions using relational operators like this: 5 greater than 3 and 4 greater than 2 and 6 less than 7 and 7 equal to 7. Like that, you can keep on adding expressions. Now, what is the use of AND operator? AND operator gives the result as true if all the conditions are true. OR operator returns true if any one of the given combined expressions are true. Whereas not gives the reverse of the value. If the expression is true, not of that expression is false. If the expression is false, not of false is true. Right? So let us check this a different type. Instead of giving relational operators or expressions, direct values are checked using OR operator, 5 or 10.0. In this case, consider the truth value of the first operand. 5 is a number which has true value. 5 has some value, so it is true. When OR operator is used, if the first value is true, first value is the answer. When OR operator is used, if the first value is false, 0 has false value, second one will be the answer. Okay, now check this 5 or 10.0. Look at the first one. 5 is true value, so 5 is the answer in OR operator. 100 or 10 by 0. 10 by 0 actually will result an error, but the thing is, because 100 is true, 100 will be given as the answer, and the Python compiler will never touch this part at all. So this part will never get executed. But look at the same thing, 0 or 10 by 0. In this case, 0 is a false value, so Python will come to this part and execute this and will result in an error, because 10 divided by 0 will give an error. 12 and empty list. When AND operator is used, if the first value is true, second value is the answer. If the first value is false, first value itself is the answer. So look at 12 and empty list. 12 is true value, so second is the answer. Here 0.0 and 123, 0.0 is false value, so this itself is the answer. So using logical operators, you can either combine more than two expressions, two or more expressions, and give the answer as true or false, or you can check values and give any one of the value as the answer.